Dude, this thing is so obnoxiously huge. It is not what I'm going to talk about in today's video. In fact, the only reason why I bring this up is because I've come to realize now that it's kind of nerve-wracking to fly this big ass thing. So I've been really busy with the whole production stuff lately, and a lot of it has been flying the bigger cameras like the Red Komodo. And you know, when you've got that much money in the air, it's kind of nerve-wracking to fly. And so then you got neighbors looking at you that make you feel all weird while you're in the middle of a shoot. Actually, does that make the lighting look better? Does this look better? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, all that just brought me back to thinking about the time when it wasn't so stressful to fly something, and that's flying this guy right here. You guys, I'm assuming most of you guys already know what that's all about. The point of this video is I wanted to share some footage of a shoot that I did flying at Union Station, and not just flying around Union Station, flying inside of Union Station. Now, I like to think that I got that phone call because, you know, I'm just a really dope pilot. But the more likely reason that I got that phone call is because I had that guy. And at the end of the day, in something that small, I mean, if you were to crash, chances are nothing's gonna break. And that's exactly what was needed when you're flying at a historical site such as Union Station, because the last thing you want to do is crash and like nick up the walls or something like that, and then you're that guy. Anyways, so I just wanted to share with you guys a quick edit of that footage. It was shot with a Hero 6 Black, 4K 30 frames per second, in 4x3 mode of course, because I plan to run it through Reelsteady GO. If you don't know what Reelsteady is, check out the link in the description. You have a little discount code, but basically it's that magic post-process stabilization software that makes anybody look like a pro and just looks super buttery and dreamy. Other settings is that I left ISO and shutter at auto. Actually, that's not true. ISO, I capped it at 400. But the reason why I put it to auto is because some of these shots required me to go from outdoors to indoors, and with that lighting change, that could just, you know, that's just not going to work out. All that said though, I'm really impressed that the GoPro was able to adjust for it pretty nicely. Check out the footage. I hope you guys enjoy it, and check out the Yamaha 95 if you haven't already. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Alright, so you stuck around to the end of the video. First of all, shout out to you. Much appreciated for sticking around. So for you guys, I wanted to share just a couple of quick updates on some of the things that I'm working on, because if you stuck around at the end of the video, I feel like you're the group that cares about this kind of stuff. So the UMA 95, I've been using it a lot on productions, and I've been slowly trying to figure out things that I wanted to improve and change upon it. And one of those things is throwing on a Hero 8. So we're working on basically Hero 8 mounts, but to take it up a notch, I'm planning to integrate or use PCBs to make the entire process a lot easier, because I totally get that soldering to tiny little capacitor is kind of a pain in the butt. I'm aware that Beta FPV has these PVB, their versions of these boards out. I also hear some people are having some issues with them, and so I wanted to kind of take that on and partner up with somebody to make some really quality PCBs, so that soldering a 5-volt regulator would be easy. Actually, you don't. It's easy because you don't have to solder anything on. You basically snap on these PCBs that'll take care of your LEDs, your start and stop record button. It'll even have a 90-degree lens ribbon adapter. The reason for that is because on the Hero 8, the lens ribbon is too short to lay it flat and turn it around. So we're actually having a PCB that's going to allow that to happen without stressing out the cable. And what that'll effectively do now is allow me to create a tiltable camera. The reason why I didn't do that in the first place is because that lens ribbon cable was so stressed out that I was concerned that if you were sitting there adjusting the tilt so much, that eventually you would ruin the lens ribbon cable. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that is on the way. So there will be on the same Beta 95X platform, there's going to be a new kit coming around the corner for the Hero 8, and it will have the options for these PCBs. That's just going to make life a whole lot easier. So other than that, the only other thing is, if you haven't seen my testing on power chain setup for the UMA 95, go watch it. But if you want the quick summary version, basically, if you want to do more freestyle kind of stuff and freestyle kind of flying with your UMA 95, get the 1207 5000 kV motors. Those exist on my website with the connectors, so if you're running the Beta FPV ESCs with the little motor connectors, then definitely buy them off my site, because they come with the connectors and you can't get them with connectors anywhere else. On the flip side, if you know that all you will do and all you will ever do with your UMA 95 is like do the cinematic, just kind of hovering around flying indoors, then the 12 motor, the 1204 motor is still the way to go for that. So the 1204 is also great for the 85 because the 2-inch prop, it's a more suitable KV for it. But the 1207 is just a power beast, and it doesn't even weigh a whole lot more than the 1204. And you could also just bring it down to a 3S battery pack if you really wanted it to have softer power for better throttle control. But anyways, thanks for sticking around, and now I can say I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.